anytime, I'll play any place. Save me a token, save me a beer. Yeah, a piece of floor in a place that's near.
Hey there, comrades. Welcome to episode 2 of the new and improved Dying Scene Radio. I'm one of your illustrious hosts, Anarchopunk. And with me, as always, in a quest to cover everything punk rock is my buddy Bob. Say howdy, Bob.
Nope.
You fucking bitch. I'm going to get you.
Nope.
I'm going to work on you. Through attrition, I will chip away until one day you say howdy.
Absolutely not.
It's going to happen. Our intro song for this episode was the Canadian ska-core act Big Brother with Straight Outta Ontario. Not Straight Out of Ontario. That's too
Outta.
proper. Straight Outta Ontario. That was from the LP Ministry of Plenty, one of my favorite LPs. What did you think, Bob?
That song is amazing.
Get your blood pumping, doesn't it?
That bass line in there, the little slap bass they got going on is sick. It's a nice, cool drum beat, and then it picks up the pace a little bit. I love that song.
And that's
Gets stuck in my head.
Almost every song has a bass line like that. It's sicker than the Seinfeld bass line.
That's awesome.
Just send all hate mail to Bob at dyingsceneradio.com.
Please don't. But we need to get them down here somehow.
Hey, if you guys want to come to Los Angeles, I will help book the show. I'm by no means a show booker, but I know people.
Nice.
And you could sleep on my floor. No, you could sleep on my bed. I'll kick my wife out for that. Miss Anarchopunk gets the couch. What do you think?
That's very nice of you. Very thoughtful.
That's some Southern California hospitality.
Yeah, precisely.
That's as much as I got for you, though, boys. Come to Southern California. We got the hookup. Oh, hey, Bob, what do you got there in front of you?
I've got the Stone Brewing and NOFX Pumpkin Drublick Hoppy Lager.
Why, Bobbert, it looks like you're going to enjoy a frosty beverage while we talk about punk rock.
I am. So Stone Brewing and NOFX did a beer together for the Pumpkin Drublick Festival that they got coming up. We talked about that last episode and probably the episode before. They're doing a craft beer and music festival together. So they created this beer, and we'll go ahead and give it a try.
Taste it and let me know what you think. I actually had one, and I like piss water pretty much. You know, if it's anything too much above Pabst Blue Ribbon grade, I tend to not dig it too much. So it's a little powerful for me, a little bit hoppy. What do you think?
Let's give it a try real quick here. You know what? I like it.
I
don't think it's very hoppy at all. It's pretty good. It's not quite piss water. It's not quite a strong IPA. It's somewhere right in the middle. So I think that if you're more fond of like Pabst or a Coors or Budweiser or something like that, I think you'll like it. It might be a nice step towards IPAs for you. It's just a little hoppy. If you like hard IPAs, you probably won't like it that much because it's not that hoppy, but it's a good beer.
Does it have hints of oak and an aroma?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not a connoisseur of fine beers. By no means is this a fine beer. It's a good beer.
Yeah. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I'm just, like I said, I'm a real big pussy when it comes to to beer.
Yeah, sounds like it. So if you guys are interested in going to the festival, we still got 3 left out of 5. October 14th in Concord, California, October 15th in Sacramento, California, and October 28th in Huntington Beach. If you're not going to go to Bevmo or something and pick up some of these beers. I don't know where you got it from.
I got it.
Bevmo,
yep.
nice.
Bevmo.
Tickets are on sale through punkandrublicfest.com. It says here that this beer was brewed as a collaboration between Stone Brewing and Fat Mike, who showed up and mostly just got in the way. Nice.
Sounds about right.
Right? Anyways, yeah, it's a pretty good beer.
Yeah. So if you like hoppy beer or mildly hoppy beer, depending on your stance, Pumpkin Drublic beer is for you.
Give it a try. Support.
Do you think we get checks for plugging the beer?
I hope so. I hope we get beer for plugging the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get us into the festival for free. So really, that's for free, air quotes.
Yeah.
We're going to be working.
Yeah.
Probably harder than I do at my day job.
But at least we get to drink on the job.
Well, I do that at the day job. Just kidding. If my boss is listening, I would never drink on the job. I need a paycheck. I like electricity. All right, Bob, enough chit chat. I'm tired of your stupid mouth on your stupid face.
Why, thank you.
With the show. Look, kiddies, we got a good one today. Our buddy Chris Fox stopped by the studio. Well, it's my car. It was at a show.
Okay.
I lured him out to the car with some candy.
Yeah, that sounds safe.
So we don't really have a studio.
Okay.
But, if you can dream it, you can be it.
Yeah.
So Chris Fox stopped by the studio. He talked with us about his record label. He's relaunching it with a new name. He has a new solo EP coming out. Also a solo LP. And then in addition to that, an EP of Fat Records covers, which should all
he sounds
should
like
be
a busy
interesting.
guy.
He doesn't stop. He's like a spinning top, that guy. So we've got that later on in the show. But for now, we're going to kick off our first block of music with a suggestion that Bossman Dave sent in. This is his solid gold lock of the week. And we're going to play his song because he pays the bills. Right? You always suck up to the boss. That's the second time that I've sucked up to the boss in about 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, sounds like you're looking for a raise.
I'm pretty fucking punk rock. Yeah. What's the raise from $0? He'll give me a 20% raise.
Yeah.
I want that in writing, Dave. This next one is Slow Faction Under Heavy Manners from the EP of the same name, which was just released on October 1st. Spin it, Bob.
The closet down the city since they build another shopping mall. So we keep us down with the music on as we buy stupid things we don't need. Reality shows make us famous for a day, become a teen, a celebrity. The emptiness of our hopes and dreams, this all we ever want to be. So we all sit at home and we praise the West to our false god democracy. They pretend our opinions really count, we pretend that we're really free. Now it's time to turn the television on, and it's darkness falls, we won't go out again. There's a media blackout on the voices of dissent as they lead us to another war. There's a bogeyman bearing arms from the west, they deny that it's all about oil. There is a real war, it's not the one we think, it's a war waged by the rich upon the poor. With insatiable greed they've taken everything, and now they're coming back for more. So we all sit at home and we pray to the West, to our false god democracy. We pretend our opinions really count, we pretend that we're really free. Now it's time to turn the television on. As darkness falls, we won't go out again. So they can monitor us everywhere we go. With CCTV and satellite spies, no, we can never be alone. MI5 are being tested as an image, they erode our civil liberties. But what do we care if we've lost our rights, so long as the television's on? So we all sit at home, pray to the West, to our false god democracy. They pretend our opinions really count, we pretend that we're really free.
walking home on another broken street. Last night's beer still pulled around my feet. I grabbed my denim cards off and I have head out the door. What's today? Got in store in the land of the poor. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I will be left behind. Please don't leave me behind. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I might be left behind. Please don't leave me. Take me away from my head, from the dreams I've broken away. In my bed, fear and dread, like the words unspoken. Put my feet back on the floor. Can I pull the curtain straight? Can I go another day? Can I find another way? Help me stop this bitter pill I keep making myself feel. Lost inside my own demise. Take my hand and help me rise. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I will be left behind. Please don't leave me behind. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I will be left behind. Please don't leave me behind. I'll be your pariah, but my heart's on fire. I'll be your pariah, but I'll be your pariah, but my heart's on fire. I'll be your pariah, but routines were broken on another broken street. Last night's evidence still pulling around my feet. I grabbed my standing card off and I am out the door. What's today? Got his store in the land of the poor. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I might be left behind. Please don't leave me behind. If I can't get back on my feet, if I can't stand up on my feet, then I might be left behind.
That one was 24-Hour Punks with Stand from the album Why We Fight. That was actually an EP that was created for charity. It's a charity super group, I think is how they worded that one, Bob. Right. That one features members from Popes of Chillytown, Barstool Preachers, Call Me Malcolm, Society, and Millie Manders, who I haven't heard of. But
do we know the charity?
We do. As a matter of fact, it's ammf.org.uk.
What is that
A
for?
bunch of fine young British lads. It looks like that is a cancer
Okay, nice.
charity.
Okay.
Why
Check
do you
them
ask
out
so
then.
many questions, Bob?
Dude.
It's charity.
People want to know. There are different charities.
Well, that one is available.
Some charities donate to dudes masturbating under benches in San Diego.
Well,
Coney 2015 or some shit.
some things need to be addressed. All right, can we get back to business?
Yes.
Look, it's available for download. Name your price. So
Very
go
cool.
give them some money. It's a really good cause. Next up, let's listen to some Fullers.
All right.
Say we own the night, but will they still
from the Jersey Boys from down the shore. That was the Fullers with Tomorrow from their latest LP, Kingdom by the Sea.
I think I've got a new favorite band.
And you know what's weird? Just they no PR savvy whatsoever. They just sent me 3 random files. I don't even know if they put anything in the body of the email. Totally glossed over it.
Yeah.
About 2-3 weeks later, I was cleaning out my inbox and I ran across this. I'll give them a shot.
You're an asshole.
I'm a busy asshole. So first song I played, I think it was that one.
Yeah.
I was hooked instantly.
Yeah.
I wrote them back. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah,
sorry,
they're
it took me
fantastic.
fucking too long. Fucking Jersey punk never disappoints. Fucking great shit. Yeah. So, you guys, if you're a band out there, send us your music.
Please.
You might find it up there. We're Dying Scene Radio at dyingscene.com. That's how we hear about, I don't know, probably about a quarter of the music we play. So feed the beast. That's what we do.
Yep.
Bob,
Yes.
you want to talk about some news?
Let's do it.
All right. So I think the biggest news since last time we talked is that Fest and the pre-Fest schedules are up. I don't know if that's huge news to me. I'm
Okay.
pretty disappointed that I don't get to go. So it's like one of the rare things that we don't get on the West Coast. That's solely an East Coast thing. I'm sure there's others, but nothing the scale of this. Have you seen the lineups?
I have not at all.
It's so
Go
much.
ahead and give it to me.
It's I can't even. It's overwhelming the amount
We'll throw
of
some
bands.
names out there.
Wolf Face.
They're all calling your name. They never like me. They're all singing your praise. They wanna use me. They all wanna be you. That's how the backstep second.
The Bomb Pops, Against Me, Off With Their Heads, Teenage Bottle Rockets, Typesetter. What do we got? Spanish Love Songs, The Lillingtons, 88 Fingers, Louie, Banner
Nice.
Pilot, Toys That Kill. This is just like one day, a couple stages.
How many days is it?
3. It's a weekend long.
Okay,
But then you
cool.
also have pre-fest. That was the pre-fest that I'm reading off. I haven't even gotten to the festival yet. That's, of course, a lot of the same bands play
Okay.
the festival. But this has easily got to be 100 performances?
Wow.
120 performances?
Where is it at?
This is down in Gainesville, Florida.
Okay.
So it's not the best time of year to be down in Florida. It's
Yeah.
hurricane season, but I definitely would be down for that. It's late October.
Yeah.
Got to make it out to the East Coast.
Yeah, I think we know somebody down there we could probably stay with.
Maybe. I don't know. Next up, our friends in the Bomb Pops.
First, let me finish my dinner. Pages and multitasking. And pretty bridges and watching reactions. Ending up with a repetition. And I
The lovely ladies of the Bomb Pops, and I guess they're not just lovely ladies. They've got some lovely lads too. Don't want to leave the lads out.
And they've also got some lovely talents.
They are currently on a European tour before they come back for the festival. So they are touring everywhere from Switzerland, Germany, UK. So if you are one of our European listeners, be sure to check that out. All the information, of course, as all of the news is over on dyingscene.com.
Do we know who they're touring with?
It was a couple of different bands throughout. Usually the
Okay.
Euro tours, they
Yeah.
don't stick with one band.
Yeah.
It's more local.
I really get jealous sometimes when I see some good European tours, and I'm just like, fuck, come to California.
They've got some really good fests over there,
Yeah.
too. Talk about being jealous of just the ones in Florida.
Yeah.
And there's some really good ones going on in the European countries that if you guys want to pay to fly us out there, we'd be more than glad to cover.
I totally will come.
Right?
Yeah.
Next, in more tour news, the Penske File.
Yeah, my brain starts beating faster. In my heart, get a blaster to this road.
Canadian punks, they're setting out. Cross-country tour of the Great White North. There's a few stops kind of skirting over the border here. But they are going out in support of the new album, Burn Into the Earth. You can find a full list over at Dying Scene, but just to rattle a few off here, it looks like they're going to be in Quebec City, London, Ontario, straight Outta, Ontario. They're going to come across the border to Chicago before heading back up to Calgary, Edmonton, hitting all the West Coast.
Very cool.
So be sure to check that out. Penske File really amazes me. Awesome young band. They make a lot of noise for being just 3 of them.
Yeah.
I love those guys. You get so much bang for your buck. Incredible. Let's talk about GBH, Bob.
Standing on the goon squad. and it's getting out of hand. They're marching all over Promised Land.
GBH is old AF.
Yeah, but it looks like they got a new album.
They do have a new album, and they've been, you know, like every band does these days, releasing a few songs here and there.
Yeah.
And the latest one, well, let me circle back. You can pre-order Momentum. That's going to be out later on in the year through Hellcat Records.
Nice.
But you can always head over to the website and check out all of the songs as they release them. The most recent one was the title track Momentum, so check that out. There was also another one where they're kind of making fun of their age, talking about them being 50, so it's good to see that they can make fun of themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
But we saw them at It's Not Dead about a month ago, and it didn't look like they were really slowing down.
No, not at all.
They really impressed in 1,000-degree heat, right? Up there in their leather jackets.
Oh man,
I
don't know how they survived.
Those European guys really got class, man.
Yeah.
They don't care. It's 1,000 degrees. They're fine. We're still gonna wear the leather.
Right.
We're representing. All right. So Bossman Dave sent me this next story. Swinging Utters.
Time has given everything I need. Must find but Jimmy underneath.
Swinging Utters guitar player Darius Koski has announced a full-length album, What Was Once Is By and Gone. It is 16 tracks, country music style folk punk.
All right.
And of course, you know, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive than your typical folk punk, as you've probably come to expect from Swinging Utters.
Yes.
But check out Darius Koski's album. We've got one of the first tracks streaming over at Dying Scene, Because He's Beautiful. Really good track. It's nice every once in a while to have something that kind of cleanses your palate from punk. I don't know about you. You're a little bit more well-rounded than me, but I listen to nothing but punk, and every once in a while it's good to have something that's still contained within my precious little bubble. I'm not going to get too far out, but something that's a slightly different genre. And this was actually a really good palate cleanser. I found myself listening to it quite a few times.
Very cool.
So make sure to check that out, especially if you want to expand your horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more of an adult. My favorite news has been more propaganda music.
Ska sucks. Ska revival isn't cool, you stupid fuck. The bands are only in it for the bucks. And if you don't believe me, you're...
They released another song from the upcoming album, Victory Lap, which I am just completely going nuts over.
When is the due date? When's their baby coming?
September 29th.
Oh.
It will be coming before this even airs.
That's 3 days, after this comes out.
Yeah,
It'll
and that's
already be
coming out via Epitaph Records.
Okay.
Right around the corner. The latest video that they've premiered is Failed Imagineer. It's just them shredding in a room. It's what they do.
Yeah.
Propaganda. I'm so stoked. I got a ticket for the show, and I got a photo pass.
When are they playing?
They are, I don't even know. I've got so many shows. I think it's November. Middle of November at the Regent.
Nice. Thanks for the invite, asshole.
You might, well, I was going to say you might get the ticket since I have a press pass, but I guess somebody just fucking spoke too soon, so lick my ass. Really good. You just buried yourself there, Bob. The Dreadnoughts have announced a new album.
Picking up pieces of the day and casting them away. Walking to the town below and lay it all so low. What's in with Paulina? What's in with Paulina?
Foreign Skies, and they released a single. I love it when they say, same day. Hey, we got an album coming out, and here's a single.
Yeah.
Don't make me wait.
Right?
This is a new generation. Even though I'm not really in it, I've become accustomed to their instant gratification. I like it. They're onto something, those millennials.
Yeah.
You guys get a bad rap. I'm here to save the millennials' name. The Dreadnoughts just announced their first album in 7 years. As I said, Foreign Skies, it's set to release November 10th. You can give the epic first single, The Black and White, a listen over at Dying Scene. And, of course, you can pre-order over on Bandcamp. I don't know about you, Bob, but the Dreadnoughts really hooked me probably, 10 years ago when they put out a polka punk album.
Yeah.
And there's just something about
Polka punk?
the accordion with some punk rock riffs that really, really hooked me. So check that out. I'm really stoked. That first track sounds incredible. Really looking forward to more from those guys. Next up, the news that I think everybody else in the world was excited about. I get excited about polka punk. Everybody else, rightfully so, gets excited about the epic return of the post-hardcore mavens, Quicksand.
Yes.
Revealed release dates and track listing and artwork and everything for the new album Interiors. Go over to Dying Scene, of course. Check all that out. They've already hit the road on a tour. I've seen a couple of my friends on the East Coast going to the Quicksand show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Most of them were positive feedback.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I've never really gotten into them. Post-hardcore isn't really
you're not a
my
post-hardcore
favorite.
fan.
But I think I might have to go. I think they're coming to LA. I haven't checked the dates yet because, again, I am a busy asshole. But, yeah, check those dates out. 12 tracks the album is, and that was produced by Will Yip. And that's their first full length since 1995.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we know the release date on the album?
Bob,
We've got one song released by him.
And your incessant question.
Dude, I just want to know.
I said it earlier, November 10th. Way to pay attention. But you know who already has an album out is Hot Water Music.
So you gotta do pop something real.
And that thing is getting really good reviews. I think our review team gave it.
talked about this.
Yeah, I've been dying for it. I had it on my albums of the year list before it even came out because I knew that it was
gonna
definitely
be awesome.
Well, I figured you could always take it off, but you want to have it on there as a placeholder for sure. So that came out. Our review team gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Pretty high. Our review team is really good. They're pretty frugal with their ratings. They don't really candy coat things.
I'm going to add that to my playlist right now so I can listen to it on the way home.
Do that. So that's also, of course, you can buy that now. It's beyond the pre-order stage. But there is music streaming for free over on Dying Scene and YouTube and all of the
God, it looks like
outlets.
they came out with a B-side sometime this year too, huh? Crazy.
Probably. Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Very cool.
That's another band that's on my to-do list. I really need to get out and see them at some point. Another band, or I guess artist that I need to get out and see is Frank Turner.
I got me a shovel and I'm digging a ditch and I'm gonna fight for this 4 square feet of land.
Yep.
Who everybody loves, right?
Yep.
I don't know how I've done this.
Post-hardcore act.
Well, yeah. And there is the trend of a lot of these
Well, he was in a post-hardcore act. Now it's acoustic.
and the lead singer of these bands, or even guitar players of some bands, branching off and kind of doing their own thing. And it's always cool to see.
I think they just got to keep touring, man, so they can be pulling in money, selling merch, and all that kind of stuff. So it gives them something to do.
And you know he's going to go out on tour in support of that. So it says, let's see here. When responding to criticism of his posh campfire punk rock event, Frank Turner confirmed he will be releasing a new album in 2018.
Wow.
Turner stated that this is just one small event among everything else I'll be doing next year, releasing a new record with the usual run of tours, festivals, and benefit shows that come with that. So, everybody keep an eye on that. He's definitely going on tour. It is confirmed now from the mouth of the man himself.
Definitely releasing a new album next year.
And he's definitely having an album come out. So everybody's really stoked for that. I can't wait for it. I want to see him live, and I want a photo pass. If you're listening, Frank Turner,
send it our way.
You can sleep in the bed with my wife. Gone too far?
That's offering a bit much, but you know what? Might take you up on it.
My favorite story of the episode: Chinese punks, hardcore punks, demerit. Have announced a U.S. tour. Looks like it's mainly the West Coast, with some maybe stretching into some of the middle of the country. Seattle is the beginning, goes to Berkeley, Los Angeles, October 8th.
All right.
Going into Arizona.
That's a Thursday night. No, that's a Sunday night. Shit, I won't be here. God damn it.
We'll make it work.
All right.
They're going to be playing shows with Ground Score and Escape from the Zoo, which is the side project of Days and Days.
Very cool.
So tons of dates on this. This is a really good tour.
That side project of Days is it another like acoustic kind of folk punk, or is it
more or less?
Yeah,
They're all
okay.
kind of the same. They just kind of branch out and maybe
cool.
bring in some different members.
Yeah.
Tour dates start October 15th and run through November 1st. So pretty beefy tour. And you really got to support the...
Wait, I thought you said they're going to be in LA October 8th. You mean November 8th?
November 1st.
November 1st. Okay.
Listen to me, Bob. I need eye contact. Tour starts October 5th and runs through November 1st.
Oh, all right.
Then there's a show in between there in Los Angeles. You dig?
I dig.
All right. Bob's a little slow today. We're going to let him
I could have
slide.
swore you said October 15th.
Well, you know the good thing about a podcast, Bob. We can always go back and double check the tape, right?
Shit. All right. Loser owes somebody a beer.
Yeah. I'll take a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, yeah. It'll be cheaper.
Yeah, at least you get out on the good end of the deal when you lose a bet. It's Our Buddies in Such Gold.
In between the contradicting rhythms, you wake up so late.
And finally, Our Buddies in Such Gold have released a new EP titled Deep in a Hole. I haven't heard it yet, Bob.
I haven't listened to it either.
I'm just busy with podcasts. I'll get it. It's on my list, guys. Don't give me any heat. But part of the reason I haven't listened, I'm not going to lie. Part of the reason I have a good excuse. I'm starting to sound like El Presidente, huh? With my excuses. I heard that the drummer, Mr. Matt Covey, weighs in on some vocals. So that kind of scared me off. I was totally digging it, ready for the September 8th release date. I heard Covey had vocal duties, and I kind of backed out a
I'm
little
sure
bit.
he sounds lovely.
If he sounds anything like he looks, they're in for trouble.
I hope that they, I mean, I'm sure they're going to tour to support the album, just like every band does, but I hope they come to the West Coast again and down to the Los Angeles area very soon, because I had a blast last time I went to go see them.
Yeah, up in the Antelope
Yes.
Valley. That was a great show.
That was an awesome show.
Matt Casket and the Boys in Casket.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fell in love with Casket that night.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Yes.
Casket's a great band.
Yeah.
More on
Yeah.
Casket coming up. We got to book them for an interview.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Such Gold. Why do we drift off topic here so much?
I don't know. We digress.
So the Boys in Such Gold released a new EP on Bird Attack Records, our buddies over at Bird Attack, and they're streaming one of the singles, Ceiling Stair, the single Ceiling Stair, over at Dying Scene. But you don't even have to click any buttons. We'll just play it for you now. How about that? What do you think,
Awesome.
Bob?
Sounds good. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
here it is, Ceiling Stair from our buddies in Such Gold.
I'm trying not to feel the closing around. And I should be up. Everyone else is having fun, dancing around one floor above.
This is Such Gold, and you're listening to Dying Scene Radio.
That was Jazz Age from Wasted Potential from their new album Living Up to the Name, which I don't know if you've heard the LP yet, Bob, but it's on my albums of the year list.
I haven't heard the whole LP, but I heard that song and a few others. After I heard that song, I had to listen to a few others, and it caught me instantly, man.
Exactly. And if you haven't heard the LP, go listen. Grab a pencil so that you can add it to your list of albums, because you're going to. So grab a pencil, go pick up the album, listen to it while you write the album on your list. Got that all sorted out for you.
Wasted Potential. What was the name of the album?
Living Up to the Name,
Living
which is
Up
a
to the Name.
perfect
Awesome.
album name for Wasted Potential.
Check it out.
Next up, German punk. When was the last time you heard a good German punk band?
I have absolutely no idea. Wizzo, years ago, were they
Oh,
German?
Yeah, I think they were.
I think they were.
Wow, you pulled that one out of your ass. Well, how about something a little more recent?
It's like 20 years ago.
This one is from Shirley Depressed with Resolution. right, gang, we're here today with Chris Fox of how many bands? Well, you're with a shit ton of bands. Vampirates, Boss's Daughter, Chris Fox solo, the Randy Savages, 12 Gauge Facelift, Sucker Punch, voted best band. What is that? All of them?
6 Mile Station. Anything else?
This band fucking rules.
This band fucking rules.
And we've also got Jesse in the back seat.
Hello.
He's packing a bowl. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Say hi, Jesse.
Hello, Jesse.
Spark that bowl.
That's right. Chris and Jesse play sometimes.
So we're hanging out in the parking lot.
And his horny friends.
Jesus Christ, you're still naming bands. I moved on to the next segment. We're hanging out in Lancaster. We're getting ready to check out. Fuck.
That's right,
God
yeah.
damn. That's the beauty of not having a real job, though.
Well, yeah, you just make up
Plenty
bands.
of time for bands.
Oh, this
Make
is
a
real
real
job.
job.
That's true, yeah. This is work.
Lancaster, California. We're getting ready to watch a performance by the Randy Savages. If we don't get shot in the parking lot first. So yeah,
It's only
you
been
guys
one fight.
one fight
Yep.
since you've been here,
And I ran into the guy too. Like I was loading gear in and I smashed into him at the door, and then he got mad and fought somebody else.
that's the way to do it.
But everything's okay. Everyone's safe and everyone's good.
Good. So let's talk about what you've been up to. You're fucking always busy
Traveling,
playing
a
shows.
lot.
Traveling is one of your fortes. You guys, just earlier this year did the Boss's Daw tour.
Yeah, we went full United States up into Canada. We played at Pooza Fest in Montreal, which was unbelievable.
And so let's stop at the Pooza Fest.
Yeah.
Why? So let's talk about why the tour name.
Well, when they announced the lineup for Pooza Fest, they misspelled our name, which is a common thing that happens.
It does happen quite often, and it seems pretty simple, but and most of the time people misspell the first part, the boss's part. Where you put the apostrophe.
The apostrophe.
How do you misspell daughter?
I think it's just the way the Canadians spell it. I think it's just how they teach you in school to spell daughter up there. Just
A boot.
Daw.
A boot.
Boss's Daw.
So yeah, that was across North America, pretty much all of North America, Canada, and the U.S.
Yeah.
You put up a post and I couldn't find it, and I had put it in the notes for you to read for this interview, and you didn't prepare at all.
I read through them. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think the final number was around 14,000 miles.
Yeah, that's roughly it.
And
yeah.
I couldn't find the count of shows.
Oh, right. I think Jamie made that post, actually. That's probably why you couldn't find
okay.
it.
Shows or something?
68 shows.
Something around
Jesse
there.
chimes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a shit ton, but that was fucking impressive. That was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. The logistics behind that alone.
Yeah, it was just based off of the festivals that we wanted to go play, and we also had some other goals in mind, like to go play in New York City, and while we were up there, we wanted to just go play in Maine because it was cool. I don't know. We played in Salem, Massachusetts, which was really fun. That town had a lot of interesting things as you walked around. A lot more than a IHOP and a McDonald's.
Yeah, but the McDonald's has some pretty cool arches. Come on.
It's locked, though. You can't go inside.
Well, why would you want to go in McDonald's?
To kill yourself. Just a little bit.
Because Arby's was too
Just
far
poison
away.
yourself.
Arby's
just a little.
Arby's on the line.
Was too far away.
So you guys are, Chris, at least, you're based out of Reno. Tell me about the scene there. I don't know anything about the Reno scene.
Reno's great. There are a lot of venues and good bands. There's a lot of healthy, solid music right now. There's even some old bands coming back that are killing it. Fall Silent being one. They're in Japan currently, and they're killing it internationally. And let's see, who else is rad? Dissidents is rad. Elephant Rifle's one of my favorite bands of all time. They're from Reno. They're amazing. There's a good reggae band called The Umpires. They're like ska jazz, kind of. They're super good.
Damn, ska and jazz. You take the two most horn-filled and smash them together.
That's very good. Yeah, it's very good.
Gotta check them out.
Lots of good music. It's healthy. I like Reno a lot.
Good
Good.
solo musicians too,
But-
like Spike.
Yeah. There's a healthy
Spike and
folk
John
scene.
and-
Spike McGuire, John Underwood.
Loudest folk people.
Yeah, it's great. There's music of all kinds. There's good metal. There's good punk rock.
Good
There's
venues.
good jazz.
Excellent.
Don't move there.
Don't move. You're really selling it. I'm sure the Reno Board of Tourism or whatever. Really
Lancaster's got
appreciates
plenty of room for you.
it. Don't move to Lancaster either. Don't.
Just don't move.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll come
Stay
to
where
you.
you are.
We'll come
They'll
to
come to you for real. Check out
Just don't
any
move.
given time you check out their Facebook page. They'll have a tour date, I'm sure. Look, let's talk about. So you guys just recently manage a record label, Cock Smoker Chunk, which you've recently decided to change the name. A little bit of restructuring.
Yeah.
Did you not think Cock Smoker Chunk was professional enough? You didn't think that would get you the recognition you need?
It ran its course. It Cocksmoker Chunk Records had a great run, and it served its purpose for many years, and now we're ready to, I don't know, just release better shit. And so, voted best records.
Voted best records.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So who else do you have on? Obviously, you've got...
It's pretty much an outlet for anything that I'm involved in, or my friends that I directly play music with are involved in.
like Jesse.
Like Jesse. He's
The best
slowly but
releases
surely
from
working on a solo
Cox
record.
Anarchopunk voted best. They're the voted
I
best
just
records.
dropped an exclusive right there, by the way.
That's true.
Yeah, you kind of buried that, and I was like, wait a minute, did you say he was doing a solo album?
Slowly but
The
surely.
underground knows.
But yeah, just projects that we're involved with mostly. We don't really have any funding, so we don't plan on signing any bands or anything. But that'd be cool to get to that point. You know, I'd be into that. We're friends with a lot of great bands that I would love to share to people. I don't know.
So what? Well, I know like one of the first things you're actually putting out as an official release is going to be your solo LP, right?
That's correct.
That's coming up right around the corner.
Yeah, I re-recorded a bunch of old songs and really just kind of to learn how to record and do it myself. And I don't know, it's coming out okay.
That's really what
I'm pretty stoked on it.
That's kind of what this scene's about. I like that you're doing it all yourself and just doing it kind of to learn and do,
Yeah, it's
figure
just
out.
It's a learning process for sure. Absolutely.
And from now on, that can only serve you, in a long run.
Yeah,
Now you can be a little bit more self-sufficient. So
absolutely.
that's really what it's about. I like everything DIY. And I'm a dumbass, so I can't do anything DIY. I think that's why I like it even more when somebody is smart and can do it. So I'm just envious.
I think you can handle it.
So what else you got? You got you're gonna release an EP of fat record covers, right?
Yeah, I recorded 5 or 6 songs that are just covers of bands on Fat Records. That's going to come out as just a bonus release with the solo record.
Check that out. Well, I'm sure we're going to be premiering all sorts of shit for you guys by the time this hits. We're definitely going to
Indeed.
premiere off of the solo album. So make sure you check everything out on Dying Scene. We're going to have a bunch of shit up as it rolls through. Well, yeah, that's what I do. I'm the media department for Chris Fox Inc.
Yeah, DIY takes teamwork, really. It's not, you can't really just do it yourself.
It's like the army of one concept.
Yeah.
Like there's not one-man armies. There aren't one-man armies.
Well, speak for yourself,
But it's
Jesse.
a great billboard, and it sounds awesome, and it gets the point across. DIY Army of One.
So you're probably going to be doing a tour for the record, I'm sure. We haven't got it all planned out, but I'm sure if he survives coughing up the lung, he will make a tour for the album. So check out Facebook.
I would imagine in the winter we'll hit the road,
Yep.
or I will hit the road and play some shows.
Get out of Reno before it gets too snowy.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's it, I think.
Yeah.
We got. Actually, we didn't talk about the Randy Savages. You're gonna. They're
That's
signed to
true.
Voted Best Records, and we got
That's
fucking
true.
Jesse right here.
We put out the second EP, and the first EP. Also, we reissued from the Randy Savages, and it's a fantastic time.
What are we getting ready to see in here? I'm getting ready to go see Randy Savages, so I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got the Randy Savages coming at you in Lancaster, California. July 21st, we're going to be climbing the ropes and dropping elbows across the board. Yeah, there's some old people in there having a birthday nobody knows. We got a better birthday coming right at them. Yeah, dyingsceneradio, dig it.
So that's what I'm getting ready to go see. I'm gonna need another beer or two. Chris, before you go, I'm going to subject you to 10 rapid fire questions. I swear to God, if you stall on any of these, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts.
Deal.
10 questions. They're all music related because Dave didn't want bullshit questions anymore, so he made me do a little bit more work.
Bullshit questions.
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
My favorite part of it.
So, well, then I was going to let you down, Jesse. They're music related. I tried to make
that'll
them.
be great. That'll
I
be
made them a little
bullshit.
fun.
That'll be
No, Dave's awesome. I love him. 10 questions. Chris Fox, what is your favorite non-punk act?
Frank Zappa? Frank Zappa.
I'll allow that. That's fine. First show you ever played, where was it?
Reno, Nevada, Del Mar Station.
Del Mar Station. What is that?
It was a bar.
Fair enough.
It was a place that like everyone played. NOFX. I saw Rubik Fish in there.
So are you saying you opened for NOFX?
No, but I did once open for SNFU there.
Fair enough.
When I
I'll
was a
take
child,
that.
when I
That's
was
good.
12 years old.
That's awesome.
No, maybe I was like 14 when that happened, but still.
14's a kid.
Very young.
So we mentioned earlier you're a road warrior. What are your favorite road snacks when you're on tour?
I had ice cream. I had this like gelato bar the other day that was amazing.
Get him peanuts and peach rings and he's happy.
Peanuts are a solid go-to as well.
Peach rings are disgusting. Gelato's good for you, and it's not too. It's good and it's good for you. It's
A
not-
gallon of
I don't know
ice
how
cream.
good for me that was.
Well.
Good of me that.
Let's choose one band. Let's say Boss's Daughter, because they're one of my favorites. What would be the band mascot for Boss's Daughter?
A chili, like a chili pepper.
Okay. Fucking lame. Jesus Christ. What is your favorite venue or event to play?
Pooza Fest was great, and I'm really looking forward to Fest in
Nice.
Gainesville.
Nice. Yeah, I want to get up to Puzza one time. It
It
seems
was
like a
so
good
fun.
time. One thing people in general don't know about you. This is a new question that I added. Dave's probably going to hate it.
I don't drink that much. Jesse drinks more than me. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Why do people know that?
If you could play any non-traditional instrument, what would it be?
I recorded some mandolin on the acoustic solo
Nice.
record that I just recorded.
Mandolin's pretty good. That's
Yeah, I own one, and so I figured I may as well learn it and write a part, at least enough to play one part. And I did, and that's all
Good
that
job.
I know. I know one part on mandolin.
Awesome. The guys in People Corrupting People said the theremin. I thought that was a good answer.
Theremin's a great instrument.
Who would play Chris Fox in a movie? Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Young Gary Busey. At least give him that.
I don't have a good answer for that one.
That's right. That's right. You don't.
Yeah.
That's
I never.
that's how I know.
I
he
don't
didn't.
really think about I don't watch movies,
didn't
so I don't know
prepare.
actors.
Okay, we'll let you slide. Good on you for not watching movies. What is your favorite Fat Records song to cover?
To cover?
Yeah.
Like that I recorded or just in
Yeah, just in general.
Shit, that's a hard question. Well, I recorded a Dead to Me song,
Yeah.
and what was it? California Sun?
Okay.
Is that what it's called?
Something like that. It sounds familiar.
It's super fun, and I want to learn it and play it live. That's one of the things I want to have ready to go for acoustic shows.
Good answer.
Yeah,
That made up
that's
for the
relevant
actor
to-
one.
That's like relevancy to the
Yeah, it is. So last question, and then we'll let you go in so you can prepare. What, so far, this way, we're about halfway through the year. What's the best album of the year so far?
album of the year. What has even come out this year? Wait, let me look through my phone to see what's
you're
on there.
so fucking
It's
lame.
supposed to be the first one you think.
I know, but I can't think of what. Immediately I thought of, Decent Criminal.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'll take that answer.
Yeah.
I was thinking about just shooting it down, but
That's what
no,
you listen
I like
to.
it. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Decent Criminal. Check it out.
Yeah.
Chris Fox's album of the year at the halfway point.
Yeah, it's going to be
Good
great.
leader. Okay, we're gonna head inside, drink a beer. Jesse's gonna drink more than Chris.
That's right.
And
birthday.
that's right. Happy birthday, Jesse!
Thank you.
So old.
I can just imagine everyone out there listening right now.
All right, so we're gonna play some.
Still your birthday.
We're gonna play something from Chris Fox right now. I don't even know what it is at this point, but check it out.
It's just me and a guitar, a tape recorder, and some words. I'll play some chords to fit the mood, and I'll think of you so nothing hurts. Someone has already done this, but that's alright with me. It's just some stupid chords and some words and melody. Do you remember when everyone was here last week? Drunken smiles on faces, most everybody good it could be with all my friends in one place, especially you and me. The song needs a second verse and I don't wanna repeat the first. The chords still play on. I'm thinking of you and it just gets worse. I miss you and you miss me too, but that's not enough for me. All I have is stupid worthy fucking chords and melody. Do you remember when everyone was here last week? Drunken smiles on faces, most everybody was smoking. We sometimes think about how good it could be with all my friends in one place, especially you and me. Hey. Oh. Remember when everyone was here last week? Drunken smiles on faces, most everybody was smoking. We sometimes think about how good it could be with all my friends in one place, especially you and me.
That was Chris Fox off of the Chris Fox LP, which should by this time be released. That was an exclusive first listen of Drunken Smiles. Love
track.
Chris Fox.
Yes.
If nothing else, he can write a song. He's a hairy fucker, but he can write a song. Next up, we're going to listen to some UK melodic punk. This one is Sombulance with Lessons Lost from their most recent EP, Lifer.
Exploitation filtered through with segregation. Where is the foresight? The lessons quickly sidelined, but how could we let go of images in our minds as ignorance bestowed? These things of hatred we come to know. Old stories told with the horror they unfold. Their dignity, their bronze and iron and silverware was sold. We can't go back against the sacrifice. The crimson stain on history will wash away without the words we never say. Meaningless is young till the day we take our place in history. Notions of
one was Surrounded by Everyone from Oregon punk rock act Abolitionist. That was from their brand new EP, The Pinnacle.
I didn't know Oregon could punk.
Oh, they could. I guess it's not really a brand new EP. It came out this past spring.
Okay.
I'm always like 3 months behind.
Yeah.
I think that's
Aren't we
the theme of this episode. I'm always behind.
3 months behind. Okay.
So if you
That's what we
send
should
us
title it.
if you send us an email, expect a response sometime in the next quarter of the year. So our good buddy Chris, that interview was actually conducted in the car, aka studio. I think I'm just going to start referring to the car as the studio.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I work in there as much as I work in here.
Okay.
But they actually came down. He was playing with the Randy Savages, who was one of the bands
That's
that
right.
signed to the new record label,
Yep.
or the rebranded record label. Can't believe Cock Smoker Chunk Records didn't stick. Seems like a pretty venerable name.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it would just stick like right in your throat, you know?
Yeah.
Just get stuck
Cock
right there.
Smoker. I got signed by Cock Smoker Chunk Records.
Yeah. I'd be proud to tell my parents that.
I like voted best records better.
Okay, well,
Good job, Mr. Fox.
agree to disagree.
But keep an eye on Dying Scene. We're going to have exclusive premieres. That's the beauty of being friends with the band. You can just be like, hey, send me some of these tracks, and I'll
Right.
just throw them up on
Yeah.
the website. And you, dear listener / readers, reap all of the rewards of my hard labor. Just the way I like it, though.
Yeah.
I don't want anything for my work. I bet you Chris doesn't get paid too much, so I shouldn't get paid, right?
No.
And
You don't deserve a dime.
Dave's somewhere shaking his head. No way he should get paid. We're going to have music video debuts, all sorts of information, pre-release stuff. Check out the website. And I'm really excited for that Fat Records EP, because if you've ever met Chris, he's just a Fat Records nut. He can.
Do you know any of the songs that are on there yet?
No, he hasn't told me. I'm sure I can guess a few.
What would you guess?
I would say there's probably definitely going to be at least a NOFX song or two.
Okay. Lagwagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Last time I guess it was the year before when we went to punk rock bowling, we stood out on the sidewalk busking to see if we could get a ticket to get Chris in, and we were just singing Fat Records songs.
Nice.
So, and he could just rattle them off. He's an amazing musician,
Very cool.
despite his hairy appearance. Underneath all of that hair, he's a very talented musician and a good friend.
Yeah. Nice.
Aw.
That's very sweet.
See
of
what
you.
I did there?
Yeah.
We
You're a
love you,
doll.
Mr. Fox. Let's talk about the next episode. We're definitely going to be going to the Punk and Drublic Festival, but that's probably a couple episodes
That
away.
actually might be 2 episodes out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We'll
If
see
we
can't
actually
sneak
get
another
our
one in.
get our shit straight, we
Yeah.
might have a couple episodes
Yeah.
before then, but we'll definitely have at least one before then.
I hope
don't
so.
even know what we're going to talk about. Might be a good time to start talking about albums of the year list.
That could be a time that we start. I
I
don't know.
think so.
I feel like I still need to build some albums up.
Maybe if
I
you
got a
had,
few.
when you went to that thing last week or a couple weeks ago, maybe if you had gotten an interview with Eric Melvin, we could have.
Yeah.
What was that? What did you do?
It was
What
the release for the beer.
Oh yeah, that's right, down there at the beach, and Eric Melvin was DJing. Right?
Yeah, it was the release for the Punk and Drublic beer, and Eric was the DJ, and I would have tried to sneak in an interview, but he got there fucking late.
So what you're telling me is that earlier when you were giving me the review of the beer, you just lied to my face. You had the beer before, Bob.
I have had the beer before, but I didn't want you to not give me the beer. I wanted a free beer.
You slimy shit. I've had it up to here. Let's get the hell out of here. Our closing song today is from some of our local skate punk talent here in Los Angeles. Fair Game. This is from their debut EP, Breaking Rules. Make sure you stick around for the awesome fucking guitar solo about midway through this one. Nimble fingers. I don't know how they do it. This one's brick thick. Until next time, comrades, stay safe.
Adios.
Thank